What's up, guys? It's Charles here with Rocket Punch Army. Almost forgot the name of my channel. Good, way to go, way to go, way to go. Anyway, I'm back with another Chogokin review. Can you believe that? It's not a KO review. It's not a whatever. It's actual Chogokin, which you know, it's stuff that I like. And you'll have to excuse the helicopter outside. There's been some recent terrorist activity over here in New York City, which is literally minutes away. I'm in Jersey, by the way, if you guys didn't already know that. So yeah, that's why there's a helicopter in the background. So anyway, I'm back with this. It's the Getter 1 Dynamic Classics GX-74 Solo Chogokin Getter 1 20th anniversary, blah 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 blah. Alright, it's a new release, relatively, because I'm way behind in my freaking Chogokin reviews. But I'm finally getting around to it, even though this guy's been sitting forever. And guess what? I didn't even open it. I didn't even break the seal. Can you believe that, guys? I actually, usually, like, as soon as I get it, I open it. But, you know, I'm not going to repeat myself. But yeah, so we're going to get in and take care of this. Oh, just realized there's more handshaking stuff going on. Thank God I didn't put my Mazingers away from the last review, but I did put the hands away, so whatever. We'll see what we'll do here. I'm a little bit lazy to take those things out, but anyway, it's the same thing that we've seen before. You get the manga type you know, art behind there, and this is a sticker. Why is this a sticker? Is this like limited edition, or is this like an afterthought? That's kind of weird. I didn't realize that was a sticker. So yeah, I mean, you guys know Getter 1 has been released, you know, at least a couple times already on the Solo Chogokin line, and this is an update. There's a lot of versions of him out there, chubby ones, skinny ones. This is the one Bandai decided to do, which is a nice little thin one here, and of course I'm excited to bring it to you guys. I'm talking a lot, but here's the pictures in the back and a little bluefin sticker down here because I did get this through BBTS and not Japan like I used to in the past. So anyway, enough talking. Let's just get in here and check it out. Totally wish I was kidding about that terrorist activity. I don't even know if it's really terrorist activity. I caught something on Facebook really quick about people finding out if everybody's okay. So if you're in New York, I hope you guys are okay. I don't know the details, guys. This just happened as I'm doing this. It's Halloween. When I'm filming this, I'm sure you guys will hear about it, you know, on your social media feeds, but we're just going to stick to the review for now. So we got a tray here with all the Getter pieces, obviously the vehicle modes. These, first of all, if you're not into Getter, I tried to watch the anime, I'm just not doing it. These three guys combine different forms, you know, to create different Getters. But these three guys come together to form, you know, Getter 1. And you got the cape here, which is a nice angular cape. I believe these are like the launching pads. So there's definitely a stand going on over here. We have the booklet, which is full color. All right, and then the instruction sheets will show you how to put them on a stand here. And this is pretty much the same stand that you get with Mazinger Z and Great Mazinger. And we also got another tray here with the actual stand. And, oh, look at this. Booster effects, I guess, for the ships. We'll check that out. I guess, you know, this is where they mount and they go on the little launching pad thing. Yeah, we might check it out. Like I said, I don't like stands, but we might check it out. But anyway, you got the axis here. You got the little front half diaper piece so that you can articulate the legs a little bit more. And then, of course, we got Getter himself. Ooh, something just caught my eye. Yeah, it's not. He's not white, or is it just because I'm staring at all these colors and lights? He looks blue. Let's check it out. So as you can see, this is the very first time I'm taking them out. See, this is stuff you don't get with regular action figures and stuff like that. It's like, you know, peeling back styrofoam. Like, that's one of the great things, even though there's a lot of people out there like, oh, styrofoam sucks. It's going to kill your mom and dad and brothers and sisters. But, you know, for things like this, you may want to save the styrofoam, so you don't need to throw it out right away. But some people do. And that's what causes issues in the environment. So, right off the bat, I see a stain Oh, please don't be a stain that doesn't come off. Alright, it does come off. Alright. Someone pooped in the factory and didn't wash their hands and touch my figure. I'm going to say right now that this thing is pretty cool. I mean, just the feel of it. I didn't think I was going to like the proportions. Kind of digging it. Kind of digging it. I mean, it's very hard to look at a figure like this and just be like, oh, it sucks. You know, because we know Bandai quality is good. Just trying to adjust the ankles here. Look at the bottom of the feet. They're smooth, but they're a different color than the rest of the foot, which is kind of cool. But he's definitely on the bluish tinge side, and everything's painted on this guy, like literally everything. Even this plastic, I don't think it's molded in color. Is it? No, it's not even plastic. It's the forearms are metal. Nice. So definitely all metal. Right, we got the head, we got the different color maroon under his ear, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we definitely got to attach his cape here. Just had to adjust the lighting there. I don't like when the background's too light like this. It bothers me. I like it dark. I like it dark. I like dark colors. Alright, so where is his cape? Where's his capey cape? Alright, so his cape, again, it's a nice red. Look at that. From what I understand, when they paint the plastic, or even if they don't paint it, they polish it. Look at that. There I am. So we're going to attach this here. And this, look at that. That's pretty cool the way that opens. Again, it carries a whole maroon theme inside. Just attach it like this. Pretty similar to other ones. And just the precision on that. I love it. Alright, so there he is. Now this one, by the way, because it's such a simple set, it doesn't have like 100,000 freaking weapons and things like that. There's not much to show you guys when it comes to this figure. But I'm obviously missing a piece on his chest. So let's go get that. I'm sure it's in this stand here. Alright, so here's a stand. It says Getter 1, obviously. Alrighty, look at that. So we got two different chest pieces. I wonder why. We got the shaky hand, we have the booby grabbing hands, we have the karate chop hands, we have the open hands, and we have the fists. Right, so let's get a chest on him. I'm going to take a moment to maybe look at the instruction sheet to find out why there's two different chest pieces. Alright, so from what I can gather in Japanese here, there's two different versions. There's the ones with the perfectly hexagonal eyes, and then there's this one with the kind of flattened eyes, and then there's the two chest pieces to recreate different drawing patterns according to that. So I guess it depends on what you know, either the manga or the anime that you're looking at. It was drawn a little bit different. But we'll go ahead and attach the chest pieces so you can check it out. This is one. This is the wider part or version. Go ahead and put that on. It should just snap right in. There you go. Whoa! Jeez! That's not surprising if you watch my videos. Alright, so we got to line it up. There we go. Snaps right on. Alright, so that's the one. I kind of like that one because it's like, you know, to the sides there, and they show it with the hexagonal eyes. So we're going to go ahead and place those. So how does this come off? All I did was put my nail behind there to get it off. And we'll put this one. I probably should have put the other chest piece on so I don't have to go back and forth. But let's get up close so you guys get a good view of that. Alright, so that's what he looks like with that chest piece, and again, nail right underneath his chin. Put this back, pop off the chest piece, and we're going to put the other one on so you can check out the difference. Alright, Alright, so as you can see, that one looks kind of small. And he doesn't look as mean or as scary. He's just like, oh, where's the biblioteca? So we're going to take this off. I kind of like the other one. We're going to leave the other one, guys. I hope that's okay with you guys. Put this one, whoops, upside down. It's got some nice clear blue plastic, which is pretty cool. The rest of it's painted blue. Alright, get this back on here. Alright, I like the way it snaps on. Very precise, there's no huge gaps where it meets. Alright, now I did tell you he comes with different hands. I'm not sure if you guys are going to need to see all the separate hands on him, but you know, you got the idea. He's got that hand. He's also got this one right here. He's got the karate chop. I like to call them karate chop hands here. And you can see the details. I'm kind of liking the way they did the, instead of just molding the little in-between knuckle things, the joints, they've gone ahead and painted them, which is nice. And then he's got these fisted hands, which are technically not really fisted, they're just for holding the weapon here. So we're going to check out the weapons. So let me go ahead and grab that. And here they are. I always thought these were like strange looking axes. Got warts all over them. Like they were messing around with the wrong people. So I'm not falling for the trick this time. I know that these little bottom things come off because they come off way too easily on the Great Mazinger. I can't even put it in. Let me just back out here a second. On the Great Mazinger, these ball ends didn't pop out easily, so I figured they were just not removable, and they pop off way too easy on this one. And they're keyed. Oh yeah, they're keyed. I was trying to force it in the wrong way, but it comes out really easily. Yeah, that's way too easy. Yeah, of course these come out way too easy, and the Great Mazinger were pretty much seized on. But anyway, let's go ahead and check that out. I'm going to remove one of the hands here, pop in the other one. Let's go and add the axe. And the helicopter's still flying around. Alright, so there he is with the axe in there. Of course you can do it to both hands. And I might as well do it since there's nothing really extra to show here besides the vehicles. Whoa! Oh! Why? Alright, so pop in that hand. And I'm not looking at the camera, so if I'm going off camera or blocking the view, I'm sorry, or the light. Alright, so there he is, both axes. Alright, I had to come back and re-edit this because I realized that he does have a gimmick here on his chest. Almost totally forgot about it. And what you do is at the very top, just push in, and you'll see this little spot for your nail. And you can flip this up, hopefully. Alright, there he is. Look at that. Then you can put the chest piece back on, and boom. Alright, so as far as articulation, we're going to go ahead and check out the head here. It's on a ball joint. You also get the neck, which goes back and forth, so the neck also has its separate articulation there. I just want to show you guys a little bit more of this neck articulation, but you know, because he has a flying mode where, you know, his hands are like this, and pardon the missing chest piece here, is just to be able to show you guys the mechanism here. This gray piece goes all the way up. As you can see, his head is facing forward, so that's a really nice piece of articulation there. And obviously you got to tab this back in. Alright, and there he is. Does this have the remove? Yep, it does. So these shoulder pads here also move, so you can extend the arm much higher, alright, than you normally could when the shoulder pads are in here. Alright, the arms do rotate. It does have that butterfly joint. You can see the back here, it's even the same color as the figure. You do have upper bicep swivel. You also have the elbow joints here with a little bit of clearance there, so you can fold them in. And you have the hands on a ball joint, and of course this pops off because it's the same joints as Mazinger. I didn't pop it in all the way. What I mean by same joints is like the Mazingers obviously can come off where they're, what do you call it, their rocket punch feature. You have the upper thing here, this whole piece, the whole red piece. You also have the upper chest right here, like the ab crunch. And then obviously you can, oh, of course, everything falling apart. You have the rotating waist, do you? Or not? Why is it not rotating? You can see how much, whoa, look at that. He's looking at his wee-wee. But that's a lot of ab crunch there. Wow. Is that why the waist does not rotate? I can't get the waist to rotate. Just very slightly. It's a little weird. Usually there's a lot of articulation there. And, alright, so we get to this part. I do want to remove that diaper piece and get the better, or not the better one, but the bigger one. But from here you can see the joints, just like the Mazingers. You got that chrome heavy die-cast metal there. We'll pop this on. That allows you, and check it out, the ball joints, that's a good idea. I don't think they did that with the Mazingers. Were they silver? Even though these diapers are blue. But look at this, they did the yellow so they match. And then of course you can bring the legs forward. You want to be careful, and they do specify somewhere in the instructions to be careful when you do that, because since there's a lot of metal in this guy and it's painted metal, you don't want to chip the paint, do you? Of course not. Then the legs do come out again. You have to be careful. They're like, woo, they're just about touching there. Alright, so no ratchets there. It's just a really tight joint. What is it? This is a sorry excuse for ratchets. I think these ratchets are really just there to make clicking noises, because they don't really hold anything. It feels like a friction joint. I mean, really? Can you hear that? I mean, there's definitely ratchets. And of course, they're almost touching right here. See that? Very small amount of clearance. You got to be careful. You get the upper rotating thigh. And then, of course, you get the ball jointed feet. I can't really tell. Yeah, they do pop out a little bit. So you can see that there. To get a little bit of ankle tilt. Oh, and then the back of the cape also has a hinge. And did I miss anything else? I think that's about it. Alright, so I got them on the stand because I'm sure I'm going to need it for the next part, even though I don't use stands. It does have like, sorry I sound far away because I'm just grabbing a few things here from the box. It does have like these things, and then you get the the grabby claw thing that goes around the waist if you want to use that, and then of course like these type of things so you can pose them and him not fall over, which I like. I'd rather not have things tied around a figure, but if you're going to have it somewhere where it might tip over, like a glass case or something, it's good to have that, I guess, but I don't use it. So I'm going to grab this. These are obviously where the little vehicles will attach themselves to, so we'll go ahead and put this to the sides. It's just a clear plastic. I don't even think it's PVC, it's just clear plastic, and it's got some airbrushed painted things there. And then we got to grab the landing pads, which are here. But let's take a look at the vehicles. So I know a She, or what was it called? What's the name of that? She Factory. Damn, this is how long I've been out of the robot thing. What does it stand for? SHE. Anyway, can't think of it. I'm sure someone's going to make fun of me in the comments below. But they made a perfect transformation getter, which is amazing and super, super delicate and super, super expensive, to be honest. But there hasn't been one. Well, I'm lying, because I actually did a review for the, I don't know if you guys remember that. I did the little ones. I forgot who makes them. Again, it's been a while, guys. But in other words, what I'm trying to say is, at least in the Solo Chogokin line, there hasn't been a perfect transformation one. Because really, in the anime, it's just all about magic, anime magic. But, you know, for Bandai to make this, faithful to what you see on the screen, obviously they got to give up a lot of things. So you get that form there, which is a mixture of these three things, believe it or not. But anyway, the vehicles are done really nice. I mean, check that out. Done really nice. And it's paint. Painted plastic. Right, because you can see it looks like the plastic is like a dull, like sand color, and then they paint it yellow. That's definitely painted, and you get the clear blue lens. And there is, whoa, is there a dashboard? Looks like, no, it's just a tab in there. I thought it was a dashboard. Then you get this one with the boosters in the back. I mean, they all got boosters, but again with the maroon on the inside. I think that's just the color of the plastic, and then it's painted red and it's polished. All right, and same thing with this one. Get the boosters in the back. You know, very simple, but you know, obviously they're made to be attached to those launching pads. So let's go ahead and do that. Now to do that, I'm going to remove this guy because I don't want to toss him anywhere. And so this goes like on the front here, and it's like, oh, where does it go? Well, guess what? You have to take off these little squares that are lost with everything else I've lost during here reviewing these things. This is just stuff to lose. It's a little bit annoying. Just make it with holes. It's a big deal. And then, you know, with the Japanese, they gotta make everything perfect. That's why they're so cool. All right, so we got that, and then we just place. I wish it was magnetized, but it's not. But it's got like the little circles. They seem to line up with the circles on the bottom. I mean, they don't really hold them, but seem to line up on there. And then you place the figure there, looking all cool over the vehicles. Can you see that? Do I have to do this kind of motion here? See that? It's pretty cool. And then the other thing you can do is get these guys attached to these little effects here. So we're going to remove launching pad there. We're going to attach this bracket, and it goes right back. See, this one has a hole. They don't put the little square thing there. You might as well just leave the other holes instead of covering up with these things I'm going to lose right away. And then you got to attach this little gray piece. More things to lose. I used to never complain about the little tiny things Bandai made, but lately I just have trouble keeping track of everything, so kind of like to not lose stuff. And then what you gotta do is attach the ships right on the boosters. They go. There's that one. There's that one. And there's that one. So that's actually kind of cool too. You know, if you wanted to, you can maybe stand this guy here. Is there space? Yeah, there's space for him there. So you can also do that. And I also wanted to show you this guy with the great Mazinger and Mazinger. So I do have these guys here, but guess what? I don't have the shaky hand, or the handshaking hand, to be able to show you guys the what do you call it? The handshake, unfortunately. But can we kind of fake it? Is that okay? So I can't keep all my stuff here. It's not a lot of space. So, alright, let's move. Well, actually, let's get this guy off to the side. Please don't fall. And great Mazinger here. So, I mean, that's, you know, it's kind of cheating, but really that's the kind of effect you would do if you had the other hand, which you should. I don't. Just so you can get them to shake hands. What's that, you say? You're a Transformer fan and you don't know how they scale? Alright, well, let's do this. Let's put them next to Ratchet here. I almost said Ironhide for some reason. That's what he scales like to a Masterpiece Ratchet. We also have a Masterpiece Red Alert who's still in his laying down mode from the Inferno review. Alright, so that's what he scales like with that. And of course, we have to do the comparison with Gladius. Just kidding, just kidding. Well, you guys really like my Gladius review. Jeez, I can't like a figure. That's MP10 next to it. So MP10 kind of towers, makes it look tiny. Now, again, not to really touch on the Gladius thing, but one thing I didn't mention was the price. Again, I got that as a review sample from Bold Forms, and one of the big things that would have made a big difference in my review was to talk about the price. Okay, so definitely going to start trying to include prices. But again, prices can vary. If you're getting this guy from Japan, somebody just told me they picked one up for like $83. I paid almost twice that. I mean, you know, prices vary, but you're looking at, you know, the link is actually in the description below. So that's what I paid. All right, so, but you used to be able to get a lot more for that price. And obviously, you know, times change, material costs, blah, 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 gasoline, spaceships, roller coasters, all that stuff cause things to go up. So, do I think it's worth it? I mean, again, I'm a diecast lover, so, you know, I get these things regardless of, you know, what they cost. And, you know, as long as they're making high quality, you know, if you're a Transformers fan, you see the quality in Hasbro just go way down the tubes as time goes on. Bandai seems to keep up, keep giving us good stuff. You know, obviously prices go up, and that's, you know, that's pretty much standard. But as long as you're making quality stuff, I don't mind, you know, keeping up. But it gets a little tough when things are way too expensive. So, you know, more than $100 for this thing, really, that's a hard hit in the wallet. But at the end of the day, you have a collectible that you can cherish for a very long time. And it's not one of those toys you want to throw out or give to a kid. So these are those things you can pass down to your kids and grandkids. So overall, I think it's worth it.